What's good, everyone? Jets takeoff. Jets are playing the Steelers away at Acrisure Stadium, and this is a tough matchup against a Mike Tomlin-led team. You know they're always going to fight and compete with every single down. So what should we expect in this football game? I think the first thing that all Jets fans have to expect is better defense. The Pittsburgh Steelers are in an offensive conundrum right now. There's talks about Matt Canada, their offensive coordinator, being fired. So this Jets defense that had struggled big time against the Bengals last week, it's really got to step up this week. And there cannot be any excuses, because right now the Steelers are 31st out of 32nd in yards per game. That is a Adam Gase type of offense. So we have to be able to continue that trend and stop them. Now, they do have really good wide receivers, so I think in this game the Pittsburgh Steelers are going to try and attack kind of the deep part of the field, take some shots, because our cornerbacks are very good, right? But we're going to be playing some zone, and our safety play has been terrible. So I think the Steelers are going to try and take some deep shots, maybe George Pickens, maybe Deontay Johnson. So we have to be ready for it as a defense, and we have to make tackles especially to prevent those big chunk plays. Robert Saleh said, prevent the explosives. I hope you all remember when he wrote that down inside the facility. Well, it matters a lot in this game. We also have got to get after the quarterback, because right now it's Mitch Trubisky playing quarterback. He can take some sacks. He's not the smartest quarterback, so it's very imperative for our 4-man and probably 5-man rushes this week to go get after Mitch Trubisky, because if we give their wide receivers too much time, I like our cornerback room a lot, but they got some monsters on that receiving core in Chase Claypool and Deontay Johnson and in George Pickens, who's just a monster waiting to be unleashed. Those guys can all get open. So the front of the defensive line really has to start getting some pressure right now, because they're getting paid dollar. It's week 4. It's time to start clicking and show us why you're getting paid that money to go get after the quarterback. Now, for the offense, I already made a video touching on this, but I think in this game we have got to run the football a ton. Zach Wilson's coming back from a major injury, and it would not be smart to go have him running for his life when Connor McDermott is playing a left tackle, and when Zach thrives on kind of the rollout and bootleg plays. I don't expect us to do that a lot in this game, just considering he's recovering from a lower body injury, and it's not right to put all that pressure on him in this first game back. I think the offense may look a little bit simple and bland this week, just because he hasn't been playing football in months now. He doesn't have the chemistry quite yet with all the teammates. He might be a little bit late on his dropbacks and the timing for these offensive plays, so I expect us to run the football to kind of alleviate that pressure off of Zach Wilson in this game. So I'm looking at a monster game from Michael Carter, especially him and Breece Hall. I think we got to run it to the right side of the offensive line, because Connor McDermott is at the left side, which is a major issue, but running the football is key if we want any chance to win this game. If we can't run the football and Zach is dropping back every single time and trying to throw, we're going to lose this game. No matter how solid our defense plays, I just don't think we can beat the Steelers that way. So we have to definitely run the football. Also expect a lot of shotgun from Zach Wilson. I don't think it's smart to have him under center and play action quite yet. Maybe a little bit, but I don't want to see that too much. Just because the Steelers always get after the quarterback. Listen, I know TJ Watt is not playing and the Steelers are 0-6 without TJ Watt, but they always lead the NFL in sacks every single year. Mike Tomlin and his crew are going to have a game plan devised to go get after Zach Wilson, because they know it. If they get pressure on him, they're most likely going to win the game. If Zach Wilson's on the ground, it's going to be game over. So the offensive line, it's a main key. They have got to hold their ground. They have to. They're getting paid a lot of money too, and we've invested so much in this offensive line. I understand Max Mitchell's in at right tackle, but McGovern's making around $9 million. Laken Tomlinson, $13.5 million. Elijah Vera Tucker, first-round pick. He's been doing great, but he cannot stop here. But I think the main thing in this game for me, if I'm going to be honest, is no more excuses. Robert Saleh cannot say we're getting unlucky. He cannot spit all this bullshit. It's time to take accountability. If Joyner and Whitehead are missing tackles, you bench them and you put Will Parks in. You put the better players. You show that if you're not performing at a high enough level and you're missing assignments and messing up on the football field, we will replace you and play other people. Because this defense, it's gotta get better. It really has to. Saul is a defensive-minded head coach, and I know he's trying to let Ulbrich do his thing, but it's also his responsibility, because there is a shot if the Jets underperform, he could get canned. So he needs to kind of save himself, and if that means voicing some input and maybe overruling Ulbrich on a few things, then I think he has to do it. The time management has got to be better too. I just don't want to hear any excuses, and we really should be competitive in this game. The Steelers' offense is putrid. It's terrible. I know they're probably going to score Probably 21 points is what I'm thinking right now, but it should not be anything more than that. And if it is, then this defense, it's going to be looked at and criticized heavily. And a lot of players might not be coming back, and a lot of coaches might not be coming back either. So do I expect us to win this game? I think there's a shot we can stay in it, but I don't really expect us to win quite yet. Zach's coming back, the offense, we don't know how it'll look. I sure hope we are going to win, though. I really do. It would be awesome to start the season 2-2 and be 500, but we'll see what happens. So let me know what you all think about this video. I'd love to hear your thoughts on how we can attack and beat the Pittsburgh Steelers, and yeah, I will see you all in the next one. Peace.